How Trump spends his billions. In all of American history, Donald Trump is the first billionaire to have been elected as president of the United States. This level of wealth comes with years of hard work, investments, and of course, dedication. Coupled with his rather interesting tenure as president, his wealth is one of the things about Donald Trump that can't be forgotten. From real estate and hospitality, the billionaire has created massive, multiple streams of income for himself, and a profile that is incredibly impressive. Now, for someone who is good at making money, it shouldn't be surprising that he knows how to spend it just as well. If you have ever wondered what exactly money can buy when you have so much of it, you must be in luck, because you're about to find out. Following the streams of income down to the pools of expenses, here's a breakdown of how Trump spends his $2.5 billion net worth. But first, his income. Just before we dive into the stream of bills that have Donald Trump's name tied to them, let us quickly highlight the very things that make him a billionaire. Trump is a commercial real estate and hospitality business mogul. He has a brand, with different ventures including Trump Product Licensing and Trump Hotel Management and Licensing. He also has several hospital holdings. In addition to hospitality, he owns golf courses and gets paid in royalties from different ventures. He gets about $13 million annually from admissions into Central Park Carousel and ice skating rink operations. All of these sources sum up over $200 million of his annual income, but the bigger bulk is in commercial real estate. Donald Trump's real estate holdings are worth more than half of his net worth, standing at $1.9 billion before the COVID-19 pandemic brought a restriction to the operations of commercial outlets. His real estate value dropped to $1.2 million by March 2020, but it is still a very large amount of money, especially backed by annual income from his several investments. Donald Trump's business savviness and early rise to wealth have definitely paid off in the growth of his personal wealth. His skills in making money can only be matched by an expensive taste in spending it, right? Well, get ready to be amazed by some of the most expensive things the billionaire president chooses to spend his green bills on, just because he can. Expenditures. Donald Trump is a billionaire with an active taste for the finer things in life, and he doesn't shy away from the price tag. But honestly, with almost $3 billion to your name, who would? Over the years, he has acquired properties, automobiles, and just about anything you can think a billionaire might be interested in dropping loads of money on. Curious to find out? Let's take a look at how Donald Trump spends his billions. Properties. If there's anything Donald Trump has a keen interest in, it is definitely real estate. He has a slew of commercial properties within and outside New York, which generate a part of his annual income, but he is also known for shelling out loads of money to buy properties. In 1985, Donald Trump paid a whopping sum of $10 million to purchase the property that houses his tropical paradise, Mar-a-Lago, which he has since turned into a private luxury club and resort. The property, commonly referred to as the Winter White House, sits on 17 acres of land at Palm Beach and is currently valued at $160 million. It is complete with a luxury spa, 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms, a 27-hole golf club, a 2 acres private beach, and tennis courts, among other luxurious comforts such as 3 bomb shelters, just because. Within proximity of the Mar-a-Lago property, Donald Trump has 3 houses that are valued at a total of $25 million. He is the owner of Le Chateau des Palmiers on San Martin Island, and the private home is worth $13 million. In addition to this, Donald Trump has 2 homes in Sterling, Virginia, which are worth a combined $1.5 million. In 2011, Trump paid a smashing $6.2 million to purchase a winery and vineyard in Charlottesville, Virginia. This vineyard, now known as Trump Vineyard Estates, has a hotel, and it is a very popular hotspot for weddings. However, Eric, Trump's oldest son, is now the registered owner of the vineyard and its booming winery. Over in New York, where most of his commercial real estate is located, Donald Trump owns the Seven Springs, a private estate which he bought for $7.5 million in 1996. Sitting on over 200 acres in Bedford, New York, the 39,000 square foot mansion features a marble indoor pool, a bowling alley, and 2 servant wings with more rooms than you can count on both of your fingers and toes. Actually, try thrice. The property is currently valued at $25 million, but it still pales in comparison to the Trump Tower penthouse, where Donald Trump lived before moving to the White House. The 68-story skyscraper is located in Manhattan and costs about $300 million to build. Its penthouse, which belongs to Donald Trump, is adorned in gold, with a current valuation of about $54 million. Mind-blowing, right? Just wait till you see what else Trump has covered with gold. Aircraft. Donald Trump lives in style and chooses to travel in style too. He has a massive personal aircraft fleet that consists of 3 Sikorsky S-76 helicopters, which cost up to $7 million each. In his fleet, the billionaire politician has a Cessna jet that costs about $15.3 million, and he also has a Boeing 757, which he reportedly bought from Paul Allen at a $100 million price tag. One of his Sikorsky S-76 helicopters got an interior makeover that involved the addition of 24-karat gold-plated hardware, which costs about $750,000. The seat belts and handles of the helicopter were all crested in gold. The sky is the limit when you can afford to get that high up, and Donald Trump definitely can. And he does, in a gold-plated helicopter. And when he is on the land, only the best of the best. Cars. Aircraft aren't the only mode of transport that Donald Trump fancies. He has an equally impressive garage with everything from a Mercedes-Benz to a Lamborghini. In his collection, Donald Trump has a Rolls-Royce Phantom that costs upward of $500,000, a Maybach, a vintage Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, a 1997 Lamborghini Diablo, and a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. He also got his wife, Melania Trump, an SLR McLaren that costs $455,000. Happy wife, happy life is how the saying goes after all. Politics. As a politician, it's not surprising that a huge chunk of his money goes into campaigns and mobilization. For the 2016 election, Donald Trump added $66 million of his money to the campaign funds. Money well spent, seeing as he won that election. Another politics-related expenditure by Donald Trump is the alleged hush money that he apparently spends to keep controversial news from spilling out into the public and press. News broke out in 2019 that he reportedly spent $133,000 to keep Stormy Daniels, a porn star, from revealing information. While this has been rebuffed by members of his team, there were several probes into the issue to figure out if truly Donald Trump spent on hush money or not. Lifestyle. The overall biggest spender of Donald Trump's wealth has got to be his lifestyle in general. There are several aspects of his life that stand out to make it clear that this is a billionaire president, other than his constant reminder. Donald Trump is very dedicated to success, especially within his family. He invests in businesses run by his children and also pays for the tuition of his children, including those he had with his first wife, Ivana. While this may seem like the average responsibility, you may understand better when you realize that their individual yearly tuition ranged from $40,000 to $60,000. Yeah, far from average. When it comes to his lifestyle expenses, the top biller is his physical appearance. Donald Trump only wears suits made by the Italian luxury custom brand Brioni. After his time on the reality TV show The Apprentice, where Brioni supplied all of his suits, he decided to stick with the brand during his 2016 campaign. Donald Trump pays $5,000 to $6,000 for each finely tailored suit from Brioni. Another part of his appearance that gets special, expensive care is his hair. The iconic mop of hair is maintained to near perfection by professionals, and that definitely comes with a heavy bill. We can't even imagine how much must go to the rest of his wardrobe. Up next is his yacht, the Trump Princess. The 100-cabin yacht is a large sea vessel with a larger price tag. The Trump Princess cost Donald Trump $30 million when he bought it in the 1980s. So it's easy to see why he would name the yacht his princess. Finally, the women in his life. Okay, that probably seems more scandalous than intended, but just wait till you find out what Melania's most expensive fashion item is. But let's start with his first wife, Ivana. When Donald and Ivana got divorced in the 90s, it was a wildly publicized process, so the settlement details are no secret. Ivana received $14 million, a 45-room mansion in Connecticut, an apartment in the Trump Plaza, and unrestricted use of Mar-a-Lago for 1 month every year. It was definitely a sweet deal for her, but it set Trump's wallet a few notches back. Now, when it comes to his current wife, Melania, Donald Trump does not spare any expense, and she has been under the spotlight several times for her exquisite fashion style. She is often spotted wearing exclusive pieces from top international designers, from a $2,095 Givenchy cape dress to a $7,995 Monique Lhuillier gown. She's always decked out in perfection. Expensive perfection. Her most remarkable piece, though, is a $52,000 Dolce & Gabbana jacket. But her expenses don't stop there. Melania Trump has her very own makeup artist and a hairstylist who makes up the glam team, getting the First Lady ready for every appearance. We are sure they're not sending cheap bills to Trump. Lastly, Trump's luxurious lifestyle runs up enormous bills from logistic costs to services. In 2017, the Washington Post reported that 3 trips Trump took to Mar-a-Lago may have cost about $10 million, although this was probably funded by the federal treasury. Also, Trump's frequent travels with his fleet of aircraft run up hundreds of thousands in jet fuels. So, by all means and measures, it is an expensive lifestyle, but if anyone can afford it, a billionaire like Trump can, and still have some left to spare. Donations. While Donald Trump isn't directly linked to any charities, he has been known to donate to some causes. He and Melania donated to the Police Athletic League of New York City in 2009. The amount was said to be within the range of $5,000 to $9,999. In 2017, Donald Trump donated $1 million to the Hurricane Harvey relief. During his tenure, Trump made the decision not to collect his $400,000 presidential salary, choosing instead to donate it across governmental bodies like the Department of Education and the Department of Health and Human Services. Although, considering the fact that he's a billionaire, he probably doesn't need it for personal use. Final thoughts. Donald Trump has had one of the most interesting runs as a president of the United States, largely due to his wealth. For someone who has been making money for a very long time, spending becomes a lifestyle. And Donald Trump definitely knows how to live this lifestyle without shying away from the media. Not only does he claim to have immense wealth, but he shows it through his assets, businesses, and family. Although some of his expenditures are extremely expensive, his real estate assertiveness is undisputed. Donald Trump is a billionaire that likes to live like one.